So, Ichigo is sad, very sad. And this Unagi girl, don't ask me why I remember the word Unagi. There's no specific reason that why I remember this word. But this Unagi girl basically just tells Ichigo that I feel very sisterly towards you. I am like a sister to you. And immediately after that, she goes, Sweet Home Alabama. Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, episode 11. Review starts right now. So basically, Isshin meets Ichigo and is like,
Kids, I'm gonna tell you an incredible story. The story of how I met your mother.
And then we get to see Isshin. First of all, Isshin is the captain of 10th Division, the division whose captain is Toshiro right now. And Isshin is his usual stupid self. There was a scene in the manga not shown in the anime. The scene was basically like, Rangiku is trying to find Isshin, and she eventually finds Isshin. And after she finds Isshin is like, oh, your boobs, okay, boobs. Boobs are kind of sweaty. They are shiny because she was trying to find Isshin here and there. She was running and she was sweating. And after that, like, Rangiku basically punches the crap out of Isshin. And we get to see Toshiro Hitsugaya. And like, he is the third seat of the 10th division. And Isshin is basically like, oh, Hitsugaya, and you are going to be the captain. And Hitsugaya right now has his, what do I tell you? Like, he has his bankai. His bankai is still incomplete. Even in the present timeline, Hitsugaya's bankai is incomplete. But it's way more incomplete right now. I think he can go for a bankai or is in the verge to do a bankai. Like, he's like 95% complete and just 5% are left before he can perform a bankai. But even in the present timeline, his bankai is not fully developed. It's not fully matured.
A few moments later.
After that, we get to see, well, I'm Masaki Kurosaki and every boy is going to sim for me. Like, do you guys realize that anime is kind of ruining women for boys like us, or men like us, whatever you wanna call us? Like, where can I find a girl as beautiful as Masaki, as good as Masaki? She can be as good as Masaki, but she won't be as beautiful as her, right? And the same for girls. Like, a lot of girls like Gojo. Just for example, let's be honest, how many of you are gonna compete with Gojo, honestly? Maybe I can. Maybe. Oh. But how many of you can? It's kind of unrealistic. Even, should we ban anime and have, so that we can have a better life and we can find love more easily? Because to be honest, our generation is really not able to find any type of love. Online dating apps suck. We are lonely, desperate, hopeless, lonely and desperate for love. Chandler Bing. And should we ban anime? Should I stop doing these reviews so that I can stop promoting anime and we can, go out, meet real women, have real connections, set our standards right, have a good love life, maybe have children if you want to, no pressure, at least from my side. By the way, population is going up a lot. Actually, don't have children if you really don't want to. Don't have children, honestly. By the way, children are kind of boring, kind of suck, honestly. Don't have children. You know what? If you want to even have children, don't have children. They will ruin your life. They will take money away from you. They will take energy away from you. They are just fucking takers. They are not givers. I am a child. I know. Don't. There can be few children that are givers, but initially none of them are. Don't. You will ruin your youth, your middle life. Maybe you won't ruin your old age, but maybe you will. That's a 50-50, but youth and middle life ruined for sure. Don't have children. Hey, if you are liking this video, please remember to comment, share, subscribe, and what. Moving on. So Masaki, she's with Uryu's grandma, Izumi, I think her name was. So Izumi is like, how's school going? And Masaki is like, oh, it's okay. And Izumi is like kind of strict. She's kind of worried because her husband is not like back in home. Soken, Uryu's grandfather, he's with yhwach probably, I feel like, in the in some castle or something like that. Then Masaki and Ryuken have a good chat. It feels like from this whole episode, the relationship between Ryuken and Masaki is basically something like Masaki cares about Ryuken really cares about Masaki. Ryuken doesn't love Masaki, love Masaki, he loves Masaki. He doesn't love her, okay? And this woman, I don't know, the waitress kind, the butler kind of a woman who was with Ryuken, blue haired. I'm pretty sure she is Uryu's mother. She is Uryu's mother. She looks like Uryu. First of all, blue hair. Second of all, the face, the skin tone, everything. The moment I saw her, I was like, okay, Uryu's mother. And one more dead giveaway was like, she was kind of getting a little too jealous whenever Ryuken and Masaki were having a proper conversation or any of them were mentioning each other. She was kind of getting like her expressions were indicating jealousy to some extent, sadness and jealousy. So I'm pretty sure it's Uryu's mother. Okay, who apparently, I don't know, something happens to her because Uryu in few episodes back when he read the whole book that Ryuken indirectly gave him, he was like, you know what happened. So he was like, father, you knew what happened to my mother. Why didn't you tell me? We don't know what happened to her, but she is not around. Maybe she's dead. Maybe I don't know. So then finally, Toshiro tells Isshin like people are like again dying in this particular part of the city. Something similar happened during the turn back the pendulum, and no surprise there. The man who's responsible for this again is, hey, I don't need any introduction, but everyone is gonna sim for me. So yeah, Aizen. This man is literally the main villain of the series. Like, it's so damn, like, this man is literally responsible for everything throughout the series. He is literally the best villain that I have ever seen. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, I have not seen One Piece, but I have to say this guy is the best villain. Attack on Titan, JJK, Demon Slayers, Chainsaw Man, so on, Death Note. This man, like, Kira Light was definitely good, not gonna lie, but Aizen is yeah, better, maybe, okay. Like, seriously, like, this man is responsible for everything that happens during the whole story. He was very involved in the turn back the pendulum arc. He was involved now also in Isshin and Masaki's backstory. He was involved in Soul Society. He was involved in Vekomundo. He was involved in Fake Karakura. He is probably going to be involved in 1000-Year Blood War. I don't know how, but he keeps getting involved in everything. Like, he is literally the reason everything is happening right now. I know you are strong and cool somewhat, but I don't think you can beat Aizen in terms of the level of villainy this man has. Like, he has been planning everything from the very, very beginning. I feel like you have been planning a lot of things from the very, very beginning. You are very old, but I don't think you can beat Aizen in that regard. And that's why he is better than you. Like, seriously. Like, imagine this man is definitely responsible for Ichigo's birth and how Ichigo is right now. He is somewhat responsible for it. Okay, he mentions that during even Fake Karakura also. So Isshin basically goes to the town in which the Soul Reapers are dying, and he mentions that and we get to know that Soul Reapers are usually dying when there's rain. And you know, rain has some connection with Zangetsu, right? Like, Zangetsu always was like, rain during the inner world, it should not rain. And people are dying only during rain. I don't know how to connect the dots, but there has to be some dots. Some line needs to be drawn. Okay? So, Isshin is basically like, okay, I will fight them. You do random Shinigamis, you can go. I like to piss in peace. Okay, and he basically decides to increase his Ryatsu so that the Hollow can appear. And Hollow kind of appears, and he kills off the two no-name Shinigamis basically. And this happens. Wait, what the hell are you? Well, my name is White. I'm here to bring you into some light. I'm a hollow that devoured a soul reaper, but in spite of that, I'm still a keeper. Aizen created me as part of a scientific experiment, but it turns out I will be the reason for your engagement. King or horse, you decide. Whatever your son chooses, I will abide. This suffering I will endure so that Aizen dies for sure. I am the reason your son will be the main character, so thank me, bitch. Cause I'm a great actor. Your Zanpakuto's name is Engetsu. Well, turns out I am Zan. Fucking spoilers. So Isshin is trying to fight this hollow, but he realizes that this hollow is like, he is definitely a hollow. He's a black armored hollow. Inside of him is definitely white because of the hair, and we get to see some parts of it. He is covered in a black armor. Inside of him is definitely white. What I feel like, he feels like this is definitely a hollow, but who fights like a Shinigami, who fights like a Soul Reaper, and I don't know, bro. This hollow is like, he's strong. First of all, Isshin probably doesn't have Genkai tybw, the restrictor that every Shinigami has to put on his body, which reduces their power to 1/5 of what it's supposed to be during in Soul Society. I don't think Isshin has placed that seal on himself when he entered the town, the world of the living. So that means this is full powered Isshin. And in his Shikai, first of all, we get to see Isshin's like Zanpakuto properly. It's called Engetsu. His release command is burn. He's like, burn Engetsu, and he basically turns out it's a fire type Zanpakuto, which I don't understand, because during fake Karakura, this Zanpakuto was like, he did a Getsuga Tensho, which looked very, very similar to Ichigo's Getsuga Tensho. The name is also very similar, Engetsu, Zangetsu, but Ichigo's Bankai that's Getsuga Tensho's, and Isshin's Bankai, we don't know what his Bankai is, but he still Ichigo's Bankai is like Tensa Zangetsu, that black cloak thing, and Shikai is Getsuga Tensho. Isshin's Shikai is some fire kind of a thing. His Bankai, we don't know. Maybe his Bankai is Getsuga Tensho, which I feel like it isn't. Then if it's Bankai, his Bankai is not Getsuga Tensho, then how was he able to do Getsuga Tensho? And why was he able to do Getsuga Tensho? Because his Shikai is a fire type ability, like Ryujin Jaka. So it's kind of weird. I hope we find out, because in the manga it's mentioned when Aizen basically slashes Isshin from the behind, he was wearing the black cloak which he basically stole from Kisuke Urahara during the turn back the pendulum arc, and upgraded it in such a way that his Ryatsu is already covered, but his physical appearance gets also covered. So Isshin, even if he tries to see if Aizen is in front of him, he still can't see him. In terms of Ryatsu and physical appearance, though I think Toika Sugetsu would have done the same thing. You didn't need to do that, in my opinion, but whatever. Maybe Isshin hasn't seen it, but he definitely has. Maybe he has not seen it to this point, maybe. What was I talking about? So when Aizen slashed Isshin's back, and Isshin immediately realizes that that slash was done by a Soul Reaper. So there is a traitor in the Soul Society. Yeah, Isshin, you have a traitor in the Soul Society for literally hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay, and that man, you can't catch him, though he's too good. So Aizen is basically like that man's Bankai. Isshin's Bankai is something that he can't do right now in his current state, since Isshin is wounded, which I won't say he's wounded really badly. He's wounded but not really badly, but he can't use his Bankai even in that state. His body won't allow it. So that's the reason Isshin can't use his Bankai. And Aizen is like, if that hollow cannot beat a captain level Shinigami in his Shikai state, then this is a failed experiment. So that's why he keeps the fight going. And I feel like, yeah, Hollow would have won probably because Isshin couldn't have gone into his bankai. Hollow would have won probably. By the way, turns out the name of this Hollow is White. Let me explain something. I'm an anime only watcher, okay? But I need to explain you something. This Hollow, his name is named White, okay? This Hollow, the Hollow that we know, Ichigo's Hollow, is also named White in a way, okay? He, first of all, he's white in color. This Hollow is in his Vastrolode form. This Hollow, the one that we know, when he was fighting against Ukiura, looked very similar to this Hollow's Vastrolode form. Okay, they both screamed. This Hollow has white hair, and this Hollow also has white hair, shorter but white hair. And we don't know why Ichigo has a Hollow, and this Hollow bites Masaki and does the transference phase. So he has transferred his hollowness into Masaki. When Masaki will get pregnant, she will transfer the Hollow inside of the child, which is Ichigo. This is my theory, and I'm pretty sure I'm right here. Like, not exactly word by word, but in the general sense, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Which is cool. The whole thing turns out to be kind of cool, honestly. Then Isshin is not able to fight this Black Hollow. He basically does a technique where he uses his blood as a fiery weapon, which is kind of cool, something that we have never seen. And Hollow's arm is destroyed, one arm is completely destroyed. So that's also kind of cool. Then Masaki shows up. Masaki is like, Aizen is getting completely bored in this situation, and the moment Masaki shows up, they were about to leave, and Tozen is like, should I kill her and let's go and something like that, and Aizen is like, wait, this is interesting. And Aizen is getting a scientific orgasm basically right now. Okay, this is the only type of orgasm that man can get. And Masaki tries to fight the Hollow, but she's not able to do a lot. The Hollow is too fast. She basically releases hundreds of arrows at once in a way, and Hollow dodges them all. So she basically drops the arrow, and then this happens.
I'ma bite your baby mama. No, you won't. I'ma do it. No, you won't, Hollow. I'ma do it right now. Baby mama, run!
Well, I'm no ordinary baby mama, bitch.
Mommy?
So, literally the coolest scene in all of Bleach. This new 1000-year Blood War arc, this new anime, this is the coolest scene. Masaki decides to, let me show you. She drops the bow, Hollow bites her. Masaki has blunt vein, that's why the Hollow was not able to take off her shoulder from her body basically. Bites her, and Masaki keeps her hand onto the Hollow like a mother in a way, and she's like, I got you now. Boom! And Hollow is like, and he basically explodes. The Hollow explodes, and that's when the transference phase occurs. Because after that, Tozen was his lab, secret lab with Gin and Aizen. He's like, oh my god, this was all a waste. He did the transference phase, and then he did the metaphyst phase and everything like that. So it was such a waste, and he gave that ability to did that to a Quincy, and Aizen like, Tozen, my subordinate, my colleague, listen, I know this was not the plan, things didn't go as per the plan, but that doesn't necessarily mean that things didn't go right. This may lead to even better results. This Hollow, who becomes sentient by devouring a Shinigami, is now attached to the complete opposite of a Shinigami, is now attached to a Quincy. So let's see, brother. I am really excited about this. Aren't you excited about this? That's why I don't like you people. I like Mayuri and Kisuke. Kisuke specifically. You people don't have any ambition. You don't people have any drive. You don't people have any creativity. Think people, think out of the box, improve. Come on. How the hell I have to why did I choose all of you with me? By the way, the moment we saw Tozen and Gin, I was like, that caught me really off guard because I was not expecting to see Gin in the new animation style because, well, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. But that caught me really off guard. But the moment I saw Gin, I was like, that looks like Gin, but a lot younger. And that makes sense because first of all, when we saw Gin during the turn back the pendulum arc, in terms of human years, he looked like a child who was 8, 9 years old, 7, 8, 9 years old. And then when now he looks, in my opinion, few hundred years have passed. Now he looks like a teenager, something like 15, 16, 17, I would say. And when we saw him during the fake Karakura, during Soul Society, he looks like an adult, someone who's in like 22, 23, 24, maybe 25 years old, maybe 26, but not more than that. So yeah, it felt like the moment I saw him, I was like, yeah, he looks Gin, he looks like Gin, he is Gin, but he looks somewhat younger. So that was my impression of the episode. The episode overall was good. The next episode that's going to happen would be a 1 hour special. I really don't know how the hell am I going to record that episode. I don't know how long this episode is. Hopefully, I want to say under 15 minutes, but maybe under 20 minutes or 20 minutes. I don't know how long the next episode is going to be and when it will be dropped on this channel. If you like the video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you maybe I will see you, maybe I won't see you. Bye. Who Isshin and Masaki would like as people? They would like Kisuke, they would love Kisuke, they would love Yoruichi, I'm quite sure, by their personality. They would not like Yamamoto because Yamamoto is like rules and they would probably kill each other in a way. And they would not like Unohana, same reason. They would be neutral against Kenpachi because Kenpachi doesn't really care about if you are a Quincy or that stuff. So like it is understandable like Kenpachi, if he sees Masaki, he's like, oh, okay, are you strong? Then we can fight. If you're not, I don't care. Masaki probably would kind of like Toshiro. Like Toshiro is also a rule kind of a dude. Sorry for the noise, but he can melt easily compared to the others. He would like that, and obviously he's a kind of a kid type, so Masaki would be like, oh, so cute, something like that, I guess. And what else? Like the doggy captain, he would eventually start probably liking the Masaki because he would realize that she's a good person. But initially he would be like, no, because he's like Yamamoto is devoted to Yamamoto, same ideology. Masaki would not like Gin at all. At least the Gin that everyone had the impression of, that he's kind of evil, so she would not like. She would probably like Tozen, and I feel like Tozen would like Masaki because I feel like if they get to know, even in the episode, like Tozen basically tells like, should I kill her? But I don't know. I think Tozen would like Masaki. Aizen, I feel like the Aizen that the people in the Soul Society arc knew of, Masaki would like Aizen too. I feel like Isshin might have some doubts on Aizen, maybe, I'm not sure. There are other people also like Mayuri. Masaki would hate Mayuri. She would hate, for very obvious reasons. She would actually hate the guy. Rangiku Masaki would have a good time. Momo and Masaki, would have Shinji and Masaki would have a good time. Let's move on. Like I watched Bleach initially in the dub and now sub because of Thousand Year Blood War. So in the dub, when I heard her voice, Masaki Kurosaki, Ichigo's mother, I actually hated her. There's no voice in anime that I've hated more than that voice. Like I know, you know what? Disrespect to the actress, the voice actress. It was actually really bad in my opinion. It was annoying.